Hey, what's going on? It's Stokely from Sosa on Delay. So I'm gonna have a controversial, somewhat offensive reasoning today with myself, really. And it's kind of stems from something I heard Bill Nye say many years ago. Bill Nye indicated that, well, I don't know if he said this particularly, but I mean, intuitively, we all know it. I mean, scientifically, we should also already know it. We are products of our environment, right? Based on certain stimulus over thousands of years, we develop certain traits. Based on certain diets, we develop certain tolerances, because sometimes the group of people who can't tolerate the certain foods just die. and only the ones who are left, through natural selection, are able to survive, and they have the genetic mutation or the whatever to tolerate that food. Now, for instance, only 20% of Europeans, Caucasians, whatever you want to call it, don't get offended. Only 20% of them are lactose intolerant, while 80% of people in sub-Saharan Africa are lactose intolerant. And I would fall into that category as one of the people who don't consume cow's milk well. Recently I had some goat cheese and it didn't really bother me, but we'll see how that goes. I gotta look into that. So some Italian goat cheese. But what I'm getting to is, I went to the doctor. Okay, let's get back to what Bill Nye said. So Bill Nye, the science guy, pointed out that the Arctic fox in the wintertime is white. The Arctic fox in the summertime is brown, maybe even black. The polar bear is white. The grizzly bear is brown. And of course, the black bear is black. A sun bear is black. A sun bear is, I believe, from the southern Asia, where it's hot. A grizzly bear is from the northeast region that has, winter and has, summers also. The polar bear lives solely in the Arctic. So the polar bear, and the reason why they have differing levels of pigment, different levels of, I guess, melanin, is because your body is basically like the tint on a car. People in the southern part of America, they put more tints on their car to keep the heat out. People in the northeast, they like to have tints in the summertime, but you can't take it off in the winter because it'll be too expensive. So you just leave it on all year round. But for the most part, a lot of people aren't really into tints. They're also banned up here in the northeast. They're also banned in New York, I should say. Dark tints are banned in New York. Anyhow. So similarly, people in Africa have dark skin to block out some of the excess UV rays from the lower levels of the dermis. Right? White people, or people from European descent, Caucasians, whatever you want to call them, have lighter skin to emit more UV rays, more sunlight, so that they can get the nutrients that they need to, process all the nutrients in their liver. People in sub-Saharan Africa, black people, whatever you want to call them, indigenous people of sub-Saharan Africa, they have darker skin because they're getting so much sunlight, it's too much. So the skin has, therefore, developed a tint in order to prevent the admittance or the permissibility of those lights, the light energy, the UV rays, whatever, down to the lower parts of the dermis. We need vitamin D. as dark-skinned people. We need it. Everybody needs it. But in our, I'm gonna be offensive, okay? Natural habitat. In our natural habitat in sub-Saharan Africa, we get enough sunlight. We get enough sunlight. It's okay. I mean, yeah. So you look at India. Excuse me. I haven't been having these noises so much, and then now I want to record. Anyhow, so people in India have skin as dark as those in sub-Saharan Africa. India gets up to like 104 degrees. More than that. 110 degrees sometimes in India. It's hot. So people in India have dark skin also. They've evolved over the millennia, over millions of years, to survive based on having darker skin. Now, I went to the doctor the other day, and they indicated from my blood test that my vitamin D levels were low. The healthy range is supposedly between 30 and 50. I don't know the units, but the number's between 30 and 50. Mine was like 9 or 10. I'm not even half. I'm like a third. My vitamin D levels are like a third of the minimum healthy level of vitamin D. Now also my cholesterol is high. My body needs the vitamin D to process the cholesterol. As a result of my lack of sunlight is why I suspect my cholesterol is high. I mean, I could have a little more physical activity, yes. But one of the things that I am devoid of is sunlight. I get up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. I get into work by about 8 o'clock. I don't get out of that building until 5 o'clock. Then I'm back in my car in those in between those times. No direct sunlight all day long. Then I go into the house after work, and then I start the cycle all over again. When do I have time to absorb any sunlight? Now, it's recommended that people get at least something like 20 minutes worth of sunlight a day. When I was at my previous job's location, I was sitting right next to the window. I was getting some sunlight, at least on my left side of my body. And I think I made a post about believing why my hair is growing better on my left side than it is on my right side, and why my face is a little bit distorted, because I've been sitting in an arrangement where the sun has only been on my left side for the past 14 or 15 years. So if you put a plant under light and you only put light on one side, that plant only grows to that side. Anyhow, all I want to say is that we need more sunlight. Especially people of darker skin need more sunlight. I think that's what Bill Nye had said. My vitamin D levels are so low. It's something that concerns me a little bit. But hey, it's the life that we chose. Oh, and when they were changing me from my current job's location to the new location, I asked the vice president. I said, "Can you give me a place where I can get some sunlight?" He said, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get some sunlight over there," something like that. So when I see where my new desk is, there's zero sunlight there. I'm right under a fluorescent light. Now, people have been using or purchasing red light therapy lamps to try to get that red light from the sun, because these fluorescent lights, even halogens, which halogens use a lot of energy, but fluorescents save a lot of electricity, so the company is going to, of course, use that, and I understand that. I even have LED lights in my house, so I'm trying to save $1, right? But the LED lights put out more closer to a blue light and less red light, so people are starting to supplement by trying to wear these red light hats, using red lamp therapy on their face, all kind of stuff like that. Some people are also trying to bring back incandescent lights, which give you more of a red light, but they use a lot of electricity. So what I'm planning on doing, or actually I've already done it, I've ordered some incandescent lights. I've ordered a desk lamp, and I'm gonna install my own desk lamp on my desk, and I'm gonna have it shining on me. I have a desk lamp currently, but it's LED. It's an LED strip, and I hope that'll help me increase my vitamin D content, because I'm not gonna get a corner office. I'm not gonna, well, let's not say not, but I'm probably not gonna be in a corner office. I'm probably not gonna get one of the offices near the perimeter. I have a cubicle, and that's where they're gonna be. That's where they're gonna keep me. There's guys who, I went to visit another company recently. There's gentlemen there, 20 years, 30 years, still in the cubicle. I've done 15 years in the cubicle, but at least my cubicle was at a perimeter wall where I could get some direct sunlight. But now I'm not near any perimeter of the building. I'm in the interior of the building where there's no direct light, there's no indirect sunlight, there's no reflection of the sunlight. It's all lamps, and so that's my plan, to try to increase my dosage of vitamin D through artificial light, yes, but I'll take it where I can get it. No, I didn't want to just go straight up with like a red light therapy, a red light. I think the full spectrum of light is probably better, closer to the sun's light. Some people are of the belief that even fire produces a good light, but fire, all of these things emit UV rays, but I don't believe the LEDs emit UV. UV, I believe, is closer down to the red side. I suspect. No, that's infrared. I'm sorry. I think infrared, ultraviolet is near the high end. UV is near the high end. Infrared is down near the bottom side, near the red side. I suspect. Now, I don't want to. You know what? Let me ask Copilot before I conclude and make a wrong statement. Let me ask and find out. Just verify that. Because red is where the more spaced out wavelengths are, and then purple, violet, that's where the higher frequency, chakras or light is. So let's find out. Is what did I say? Infrared, IR light closer to red light, okay, and UV closer to blue. Let's say, yeah, blue is on the other end. Blue is the one that looks like the sky. But I mean, that's good. Blue light is good, which is coming from those LED lights. Blue is good. Blue is good. It's daytime. But red is still necessary. We need the full spectrum. So the ones in my job are devoid of red, and that's the part where I need something. I I need the infrared light. I'm already getting UV light a little bit, but I need the infrared too. So I asked the question, is infrared light closer to red light and UV closer to blue? And Copilot responded, yes, infrared is next to red and UV is next to blue. Light is arranged in the electromagnetic spectrum by wavelength. Longer wavelengths, red, infrared. Shorter wavelengths, blue, ultraviolet. Okay, so we're getting a lot of blue light from these lamps. So it says infrared is basically extra red, too long wavelength for our eyes to see. UV is basically extra violet blue, too short wavelength for our eyes to see. So people are using red light therapy to get close to that infrared light, in my opinion. I'm just freestyling. In my particular case, I need to do something. Like I said, my vitamin D levels are at 9. And I have the paper right here. Wait, hold on. I have the paper right here. Hold on. Sherman Abrams Labs. Where is this? Where is it? Vitamin D, 9.4. Vitamin D is 9.4, and the range is 30 to 100. I thought it was 30 to 50. Normal range is 30 nanograms per milliliter. 30 nanograms per milliliter to 100 nanograms per milliliter. I only have 9.4. I only have 9.4. I'm not only in the lower end, I'm a third of the lowest bottom end of vitamin D. I'm severely short of vitamin D, in my opinion. So, hey, that's all I'm sharing right now. A lot of people, I need it. I think I need it. So I'm gonna try this lamp thing out. Maybe I'll let y'all know how it goes. I didn't even get the lamp yet. Probably by Monday, maybe I'll be able to stick it in on the desk and see how I feel. And y'all take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.